I
Welcome.
believe we are live. And what are we doing? Oh, yes, we're playing bingo.
We're
So,
playing bingo.
all right. If you are so inclined, I don't know. Dr. Tapioca Weasel is, whoa, there we go, is, what do you call it? Man
I've
in the
got a bingo
bingo.
game. Yeah, so there's a bingo game. I can like see everybody's thing, which means that like when somebody wins bingo, I can go through and I can like clear all the cards and we can start over again. Because let me tell you, these bingo squares are gonna come fast. They are gonna come heavy. It's it's a
Oh,
lot.
it's a
Ken
lot.
Wheeler.
We're doing a
It
lot tonight, huh?
it's Ken Wheeler. Yeah, I mean, we might be like we might get through a round of bingo in like 5 minutes and be like, okay, if we keep doing that all night, it's we're we're just gonna become very sad. So but
You know what? I'm here for it.
You know,
it's
no spoilers.
No spoilers. All right. So, yeah,
All right.
everybody bear with me because I actually did have a death in my family. One of my mom's sisters
Oh, I'm sorry.
passed today, so I apologize for being late and like non-responsive all day, but um we all need some fun in our lives, and I'm here, I'm committed, and I want to be with my friends. So, you know, um let's get the party started. So Steph is manning the video today. I haven't watched the video in its entirety, and I'm a little off my game. So don't hate me, but let's have some fun.
All right. Well, let's see what we can do here. Gotta make this embiggen this somewhat, I guess.
embiggen. I like it.
Yes. Let's just go full screen on this puppy here. Yeah, there we go. Are we ready?
We are ready.
So tonight
Oh,
we're responding to Ken Wheeler, who we have done before, but not for a few months. Um, I think this is the first non MFU repeat that we've done. I'm not sure though.
This might be. This might be. Don't quote me on that.
Let's go.
all right. So we are. Wait. Whoa. I'm.
Hey, how you doing? Does anybody have any delusion in their head?
Oh no.
Delusion in their head that if like an advanced alien species were to land and they had their children with them, they're equivalent of like a 6 or 8-year-old that like that 8-year-old who basically hadn't been to school yet could tell you what gravity is, whereas a PhD professor of, uh, of physics would give you the wrong answer.
So that's at least two bingo squares already. We got the middle one, which is straight
Well,
up
the answer
nonsense.
is, of course, yes. The
And we've also got
5-year-old advanced
something
alien
about
would
Whoa.
know
mocking
infinitely
experts.
Hold up. Yeah, I was going to say, can
more, would
you?
actually know the correct answer than a PhD.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, right, Steph?
Right.
All
I'm
We can
right.
sorry.
also,
Doc, what were you saying?
yeah, I was saying that we've got mocking experts on bingo, um,
Woo!
and so by the way, Maya, I could share the bingo that I have going, and you can like have that as another window. Is
I
that possible?
could. Yeah, that is totally possible.
Let me just share that. So then, there we go.
I'm sure as a physicist, you're familiar with the Dr. Wheeler, right?
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
not that
This
Dr.
is this
Wheeler.
is no. This is well, I this guy. I don't believe he ever claims to have a PhD. Um, I should hope not because he does a lot of talking
I
for
would
a
hope
PhD.
not.
Yeah. He's apparently so. It's weird though because he he is highly learned in like certain ancient languages. Like he translates ancient texts, and I guess is at least somewhat competent at that. And he's also a big like photography nut that has some reputation in that part of YouTube that is unrelated to his reputation of just being the most confidently wrong person.
Ever.
Yeah, and just the run on sentences, it's crazy. But we've
Well,
already
let's
got, yeah.
let's just see if he holds to his reputation.
Oh wait, real quick. This is a good question. Is that a motorized phone? It kind of looks like a shoe shiner.
Yeah.
I think it's a head shiner.
Oh, yeah, that would make way more sense.
That tracks.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's a crown buffer, you know.
Yep.
All
There
right,
we
carry
go.
on.
And he's got a nice fireplace going on. So there we go. Oh,
Indeed.
let him go.
Indeed.
PhD professor of theoretical physics or just physics in general. You know, all of these people, and I get to explaining gravity here, and the reason why I made the video on gravity has been a lot of questions on live stream about gravity. You make it even more simple, because we could even erase the definition around gravity that it's a field. Yeah? How do you do that? Well, it's very, very simple. Of course, you know the definition of dimension is a measurable extent of some kind, such as length, breadth, depth, or height. And of course, humanity suffers
Okay.
from the collective ignorance that there are four
Pause.
dimensions: length, width.
So this is a theme for him. He does these voices a lot, which is why we have a bingo square for it. And so far, my luck is astonishing, because we got 3 in a row on this diagonal here. Okay, I'm not going to call anti-field yet, even though we've clearly started heading that way. Okay.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I have seen this video. The rules for bingo tonight are that we start over, which is different from how I normally play bingo on stream. I'm just like, let's just go nuts. But that won't be a problem. Trust me. Did he already do a random ancient language, or am
I
I
don't-
remembering what I was saying?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I
think
don't think so. Yeah.
I
Not
don't
yet.
think so.
You know, the run-on sentence one, that's also quasi-free, but we can wait. But we got not understanding dimensions here, also. So
Understanding dimensions.
yes,
He hasn't gone all the way through the proper understanding of dimensions yet. Now,
Well,
I
no,
will
but-
say, and this may be giving. I'll just wait until he finishes his explanation, because it's a really fascinating explanation. Frankly, I don't know how he's able to keep his appointments, but let's just.
Depth and time. Time is a measure, so we can actually correctly apply that to a dimension, but time is only a measure. It's not a thing in and of itself. Now,
No, it's not. However, if I ask you to meet me at 172 6th Street, take the elevator to the 6th floor, and we will have our meeting at 10 a.m. Now, when I say that, I am using 3 spatial dimensions
Mm-hmm.
on a grid,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 of time. But as you'll hear, none of that is necessary for Mr. Wheeler here.
it's really quite
I'm pretty
simple.
sure, like
that.
about 200% certain, that length, width, and depth are all descriptors of dimensionality itself, i.e. the force vector of something that has a Cartesian value. You know, they can plot it on an XYZ coordinate. So we could put length, width, and depth together because they describe something with mass and magnitude. Time is only a measure of mass and magnitude. So
I'm
the
calling
idea
Gish
of
out
how
on
many
Big
dimensions that there are,
Gish out.
the answer
Yeah.
is 1.
Is that just like? Oh,
Yeah.
can you hold? Yeah.
1.
That's
Pause.
just
That's like
that's
saying
just whenever
like I'm fat,
they
right?
give a whole bunch of arguments really fast. A Gishkalp is whenever they give just a whole bunch of arguments real fast,
Uh-huh.
and this man is the champion of it. He's a champion. Just
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that just like when he starts talking random nonsense? Because like we
we
pretty
have that.
much
Well, it's
that
when
was
he
like
says
the
a
yeah,
bunch of
jumped off.
different, distinct random nonsense altogether. I couldn't tell you that he went through like 5 topics there, and I couldn't tell you what they are. Okay, my brain won't let me as a self-preservation mechanism. I'm very grateful.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
but
because
he's run out of the dimension of time. That's why he needs to gallop through.
Oh, he
Right.
just yeah.
Fat's one dimension, husky is another dimension, and portly is the third dimension. Those are all referring to the exact same thing. That's like a beautiful woman. Well, she's beautiful, she's hot, and she's gorgeous, and sexy and attractive. There you go. There's 5 dimensions. They're all referring.
I'll
God.
meet you tomorrow at Sexy and Attractive Street. You know the one at I don't know. You, there's no time, so I'll meet you at Sexy, Portly, Attractive Husky Street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ken. Thanks so much. I'll be there tomorrow, the next day, or I don't know, because we don't have time or dimensions.
Exact same
Well,
thing.
if we're talking about when we're going to meet up
So,
with Ken,
if you think about
if
it,
we're talking about when we're going
and
to
by
meet
the
up
way,
with
go ahead and
Ken,
leave a comment
we
if you
should
like. I read
maybe
every
convene.
comment.
Oh, Steph,
If
can
you
you
think that
pause?
there's more than one dimension,
If
Wait.
we're gonna yeah, sorry, if we're gonna meet up with Ken, the time coordinate ideally would be never.
Ideally, yes, that's true.
Ideally.
So yeah.
Are we ready?
Yes.
you're wrong. And that's nothing different than I've said since the beginning of time. There is only one force vector,
But
i.e.
wait.
Magnetism, which of course is the dielectric field, the loss of energy or inertia, which of course is toroidal. Interestingly enough, the torus or the donut has a hole in the center, and that's where the you'll say,
Is
well,
that a
that's the
pause?
donut hole.
Am I sensing
Yeah,
a
pause,
pause?
pause,
Yeah,
pause,
well,
pause,
the
pause. Pause. So we definitely have dielectric mumbo jumbo on bingo. We've got dielectric mumbo jumbo. We've got one. So far, he's botched it in one way. But so keep track. I'll try and remember to look at chat. So maybe chat can help me keep track of this. We have toroidal nonsense, which is just going to be torus down there. And did we have another? We're probably about to have black hole. So if he says anything about black hole in the next like 20 seconds, we don't have to pause, but we're going to be marking that one off if that happens. Okay. There we
Yeah.
go.
Well, we all want to keep our eye upon the donut and not upon the hole, so we'll just keep going.
donut hole is actually not part of the donut. Yeah.
See?
There's nothing there. It'd be interesting if you could sell the holes. In the case of actual donuts, they plop out a little center section and make a donut or a torus. And then they do sell donut holes, which is something. It's made out of dough and sugar and whatnot, right? Haven't had a donut in 20 years, by the way. But that's not a thing.
I doubt
These
that.
Shit.
academicians love to call gravity a force. And gravity is not only not a force, it's a complete opposite of a force. It's completely impossible to think of it any other way. These academicians literally show gravity in their diagrams. I was looking at one a few hours ago as the acceleration towards the center of a torus. Well, as far as the graphic is concerned, that's quite accurate. But then they call it a force, but an acceleration is not a force. Now, force requires the expenditure of energy. You know, like force, like you're pressing the gas pedal, you burn a little gasoline, and then, it turns the
This is an
crankshaft
analogy
and the
nobody
wheels,
asked
and you
for.
go down the road.
I'll be back. I'm
That's
gonna
the
roll for a
application
minute.
of force. Magnetism is force. Of course, the
Wait,
centrifugal force
where does Steph
vector,
go? Steph, can
centrifugal
you
divergence,
pause?
is, of
No,
course,
no,
nature's
it's fine.
fundamental force. You can't
Okay.
say that letting go of this rock where it accelerates towards the Earth, and the Earth is actually also, too, accelerating towards the rock, but they're actually not accelerating towards one another, rather towards a null point between both. You can't say that that's a force. There's no energy expended there. Not only that, there's the opposite of energy expended. There's the erasure of space itself, which has
All right, let's
no
pause.
properties, and I'm
All right.
quoting Nikola Tesla.
Well-
But it does have attributes.
All right, we got Tesla. Did you got?
Right there, right at the end, we got Nikola Tesla. I was wrong.
Wait,
He
what do
didn't
you got, Steph?
yet bring
Are
up
you like
black
playing
holes.
with stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is crucial to the understanding of the universe, and I take great exception to the whole notion of donut, because this, my friends, this
Oh,
Ooh, see,
let's see,
that's
This-
beautiful.
that is a bagel.
it's a bagel.
Yeah, it is a bagel.
Now, I've never heard of bagel holes, but as you can see right here, wait a moment. Just
That's
a moment.
indeed a hole.
I've got my feather.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
imperative.
you can put your feather right through the donut hole, yeah, all the way through.
Well, I mean,
This,
is it-
my friends, gravity is a feather going through the bagel hole.
This is science, my friends.
This is science. See what Stephanie just did is way more substantive than what lies at the heart of Ken Wheeler's understanding.
Every single video. Yeah. Like
And-
she just scienced the fuck out of his entire
Yeah.
channel.
Because that, that's a bagel and a feather, and I think we can all see the gravity of what's going on here. Whereas everything that Ken Wheeler says, you know what it means?
Is it nothing?
It is in fact nothing. And check it out. It should be
I love
easier to
it.
read that than normal. And because right before stream today,
Oh, he
Well,
found all the colors.
I got. Well. These are ultra thick markers.
Wow.
So I don't have to like go over and over and over again. I can just be like, stuff. And
I
so
like
you can
it.
read it.
Stuff.
So,
How about stuffed donuts?
Oh man, I
Uh-oh.
want some donuts now. Put a little donut there and
yeah, that seems to be
sprinkles on it. But yeah, that's what we got from Ken Wheeler is we have a big old heaping, steaming thing of nothing. And
Okay.
so that's fun.
Well, John Wheeler is spinning donuts in his grave.
Use. Of course, space is the after effect of a divergent magnetic field. This is the centrifugal force vector that is magnetism, and magnetism, of course, is a dielectric field.
That's three
We don't
ways.
actually have ice, as the case of an iceberg, right? In the Titanic. Ice in the ocean.
So that's magnetism is wrong in 3 different ways. I think he actually might have gotten to 4 or 5 already.
Does
I
anybody
feel like
have bingo yet?
This is what I'm saying. Like, let me check. Let me check to see if anybody has bingo. Okay, chat, come on. I'm sharing the link and nobody's playing bingo with us. You got to play. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play the bingo. You can just follow along with all of the things that are on our bingo card. And you know what the prize is if you win?
A big shout out on my huge
Yeah.
channel.
It's
So-
we will say your name. And I'm a fake Dr. Weasel.
So he mentioned centrifuges, centrifugal force,
Mm-hmm.
which apparently is not a force because it's acceleration, which is equivalent to gravity, which is I don't know.
You're
But-
trying to like you're trying to steel man him, and you're doing way better than he does, because everything you said like kind of makes sense a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
acceleration and
but
force
he's
are
denying
proportional.
gravity as which is equivalent to
Well,
it's like how
but
we
he's
get to
but he's not. He's
I
saying it attracts them towards each other, so they start moving towards each other, so they accelerate towards each other, but they don't. They accelerate towards a point in the middle. Now that's contradictory because those both can be true at the same time. Okay,
they go
and
towards the donut hole.
they go towards the donut hole, which stunningly he has not yet asserted is a black hole, and also stunningly, um, I'm going to give self contradiction, by the way, in one breath, because he probably did it. It's fine. But we have all of these squares marked, and we don't have bingo. That's pretty bad luck. And we started off so good.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah,
All right.
no. What's up with
Especially
that?
being water, right? It's more than just water. It's salinity, of course. But I mean, ice is just a cold modality of water. It's like, well, there's ice and there's water.
Oh.
We got ice in the water. No, we actually have water and the water. We just have two different modalities of water. Human beings love to pigeonhole things. I'm quoting these academicians, by the way, who are saying, the mystery of gravity is that it is an attractive force. Well, it's not a force at all. The one thing that these academicians, that I can laud them for, of the million things that they get wrong, and they're academic hubris, they will admit, flat out admit, they have no idea what gravity is. The reason why is because there's ever been only two foundations of reality. One's been based in atomism, the other one has been based in the ether. You can't explain gravity with bumping particles. However, they will tell you that, according to quantum explains gravity. This is their words, not mine. They're saying that objects are emitting, once again, atomism. Emitting, this is hilarious. This is like something
Um,
a
can
drunk
stop,
psychopath would
stop.
say. Emitting negative momentum
Wait,
gluons.
can you, time, yeah, something. What the fuck is he saying? I'm completely lost.
Well,
He's saying
fundamentally,
some
as we know,
bullshit.
he's saying
I'm
nothing
like,
fundamentally, but
right, no, all I heard was like, you can't explain particles bumping in together as gravity or like, what is he trying to say?
I have no idea. I
He's
have no
saying
idea, Maya. Nobody does, least of all him. This is a person who constructs a sentence with no solid idea of what zip code the sentence is going to end in.
he's
Okay,
saying
fair.
if you'd pay more attention to some of the deep researchers of our time, one Bill O'Reilly, for example, the tide
Nikola
comes
Tesla.
in, the tide goes out. You can't explain that.
Never a miscommunication.
Okay. Okay, fair. So I'm lost, and that is the correct ideology to have when listening to Ken here. Carry on.
On the level of quarks.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
perfect sense if you're insane and drunk. Sir Isaac Newton famously said, hypothesis non fingo, which means I do not feign hypothesis. The really important quote from Sir Isaac Newton refers to
Wait, wasn't Thingo a beetle? I don't know, whatever.
I'm pretty sure.
letters to Bentley, 1692. It is inconceivable that inanimate matter, without the mediation of something else, which is not material, operate upon and affect matter without mutual contact. Gravity should be innate, inherent, and essential to matter, such that it's actually not inherent to matter. It's actually innate to the ether. And of
Ether!
course,
And we
ether
finally got
is
it.
an ether.
Oh,
Excuse me,
for
matter
fuck's
is an ether
sake.
perturbation modality.
All right.
Oh, we got to
Okay.
stop
Specifically
on
super high
ether.
energy light, but
Yeah.
they
Well,
all,
yeah, because somebody,
Yeah.
all
I
operate
don't
the
know,
exact same way.
at,
There's 5
well,
different things
at
that are
least,
referred
well,
Stop.
time, yeah. Somebody has a bingo.
We got
If you happen to be playing, somebody may have a bingo. I don't know.
we got
No
we
one
got
knows.
bingo.
Nice.
We got bingo. Woo! All right.
Who's the lucky
All
All
right.
right,
bingo?
and we are, man, how far in are we to the thing?
We're
Like,
Yeah, not far. And he's going to get to most of these topics again. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear our bingo card. You don't have to clear your bingo card.
We are.
I'm going to clear my bingo card. And I won't like necessarily interrupt as much, but whoops, wrong thing. Where is it? There it is.
We are 7 minutes and 5 seconds into a 24-minute and 42-second video.
And
We
we
already
had to
have
get
bingo. First
all of
bingo.
that, and we got a bingo. So we're starting over. We are going to allow the free square in the middle, as per tradition, because this guy, everything he says, straight up nonsense.
Straight up
Okay.
nonsense. Yeah, so that's just a given. Fair. All
I
right.
mean, yeah.
Shall we roll on?
Yes. Party on Wayne.
Pragmatic
Party on
gets the
Garth.
bingo. All right.
Referred to differently, but which are one and the same thing. I'll get to in a second. Gravity should be innate, inherent to essential matter, says Isaac Newton, so that one body may act upon another at a distance through a vacuum, without the mediation of anything else, by and through which their action, of course, may be conveyed to one another, which is blatantly obvious, is to me so great an absurdity that I believe no man who has philosophical matters a competent faculty of thinking could ever fall for it. Gravity must be caused by an agent acting constantly according to certain laws, that of course being the ether. But whether this agent be material or immaterial, I have left to the consideration of my readers. So this is Sir Isaac Newton in his great brilliance saying, I have no idea. It's a great mystery. It defies a simple explanation. Actually, the explanation is incredibly simple. But an energy nexus is, of course, at the whole where is nowhere and accelerates like the center of the spiral arm galaxy. What about the holes in fields? Yeah.
Whoa.
In the case of a hyperboloid, this, of course, in the case of an object with a point source field, there's nothing there. There's the hole on the...
What is he?
Were you going to say something, Maya?
Well, I'm kind of concerned that he's misrepresenting what's actually happening. I mean, since we're trying to debunk what he's talking about.
Hold on. You're only just now concerned about that? Maya.
Well, I mean, I would think that, the point of like listening to him talk isn't to listen to him talk, but to actually like poke holes in the shit he's saying. And he thinks that there's like actual, yeah.
He thinks there's actual what? Go on.
He thinks there's actual holes in like our two-dimensional representation of like how gravity actually works. And there's
because it's written on paper and you can poke holes in the paper. So
therefore there are actual holes in space where gravity doesn't exist. Is that where he's going with this?
Well, he's certainly going the gravity doesn't exist route. He's also going the it's not
of course,
field, it's the opposite of a field route. And when he gets there, we're going to be marking off anti-field. We're also going to be, as I said, marking off also black holes. I don't think he's actually said it yet. And there's no
gotten
we're going to be getting.
Huh?
Sorry, yeah. Like I said, I didn't have time to. I just kind of like did a quick run through, and I'm like, this is fine. But
I know all of these squares come up in this video at least twice.
Nice.
Every single one.
Well, he is kind of a one-dimensional guy.
Yeah. Yup.
This is true. All right, what's in his hand?
Either end of the hyperboloid. In the case of the torus,
That's the
there's
hyperboloid.
the hole in the center, and that hole, of course, is not a force. At the center of every field modality, there is not that field modality. The acceleration towards the center of gravity, which is actually not at the center of an object, there is no gravity. At the center of a torus,
there's no such thing as
there is no magnetism. You could actually put two magnets together with a magnetic Gauss meter probe in the middle of them, and you'll actually sense no magnetic field
Behold my Gauss
whatsoever.
meter probe.
There is not. You could actually see this on the 1,000 or 1,500 ferrocell or supercell videos that I've uploaded for people to look at. You can see at the center of any magnet, no matter how powerful it is or is not, there's this black hole right in the center where there is a flux of constructive and destructive interference.
What do we have?
There's like a
Black.
sink. People say, oh, it looks like a black hole. What everybody
All
thinks
right,
a black
time.
hole looks like due to science fiction, of course.
What do we have? A black meter hole.
So we right at the start of that, we got the hyperboloidal, which I have spelled in what I now assert to be the correct way on my bingo square. And we
All
also
right.
got, as you could hear, inappropriate black hole usage. Um, yeah, and the supercell. Now, I don't know what the supercell is, but he talks about it a lot. And apparently, it's this epic like series of videos. Um, and so, I want maybe some part of that in the future because I hate myself. Um, we also have there's no such thing as, because I'm pretty sure he said there's no such thing as gravity, or at least as the
There's
center
no such
nexus
thing as
of the toroidal.
dimensions.
Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as magnetism. He also said that. And by the way, we have he's gotten it in two ways that I've kept track of since clearing the card. So probably the next time he says the word magnetism, probably we're gonna have it botched in three different ways again. Um, and
Right.
also, honestly, chat, what do you guys think? Field modality, right? Yeah, no, he totally made that up. And has he misunderstood dimensions, acceleration, or a force already since we've
Oh, that
restarted?
was thing number one, I
Yeah.
think.
Was it? Did he? Okay,
Yeah,
good
no,
for
that's
him.
what I was pointing out. Like he doesn't understand dimensions or field
All right.
modality. Like that's what I was pointing out.
So he's anti-field.
He's a man outstanding in his field. What are you talking about?
He doesn't know what a field is. He doesn't think there's any such thing as a field.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he
He's
plays
gotten-
baseball.
Okay, we're gonna take one of them. We're gonna take the force one. Well, hold on. We already won on that diagonal, so maybe we should take this one.
Why
Never mind, you know what?
didn't he go for diamonds? I mean, hey, after all.
Right. Four corners.
Yeah. All right,
Because
we're gonna let him go. Yeah,
All right.
because bagel.
Let's go.
Of course. But a hole is not a field. The center of a torus and the center of a vector of acceleration. There is not that field. Center of magnetism, there's no magnetism. Center of a vector of gravity, in other words, an acceleration vector, there is no gravity. A hole is not a field. A field, of course, is an ether perturbation modality. Here begs the question, what if Mother Nature really was, and she is, that hairy armpit chick,
By the
now,
way, there's a reason
Oh,
we
whoops.
had
Sorry.
what otherwise seemed like a complete non sequitur on the bingo square. We got hairy armpit chick here.
Oh wait, is that? I'm sorry, I forgot to. Hairy armpit check. Is that on here?
Yeah.
Oh, I totally didn't see that. And
Yeah, no, Stephanie very astutely added that because it's
fucking stupid.
it's unbelievably stupid and sexist. Well, while we're at it.
I mean, yeah, because why not? Since we're here, oh God. All right, let's
Right.
go.
let's
It
do
keeps things really simple, really divinely simple, but human beings really are that incredibly stupid. Let's just say unenlightened.
And Harry.
We've already established it is undeniable there really is only one dimension. Length, width, and depth are not three different things. Those are vectors on a Cartesian chart to extrapolate out the dimensionality of something that human beings can ideate it and recreate it. Okay, it's 8 inches long and 2 inches wide, Those are all in reference to mass and magnitude, and time is another measure. So there's only one dimension. What if it were the case, and it is the case, that there's only one field? Let's work on that a bit, because
Pause.
gravity is not really a field, and I've said this since day one. It's really an anti-field.
Pause.
I'm trying to.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Wow.
So
He's hard to pause. I mean, the brilliance
Actually,
is, there you go.
right.
I think.
So
Yeah, I think here when we're talking about this divinely stupid, we're talking about his intellect.
Yeah, right. But I kept track of that, and that is what I would absolutely interpret as a run-on sentence so epic that not only could we feel like we should diagram it out, but doing that would be like trying to summarize the plot of the movie Primer. It would just go in circles, and it would end horribly.
I want to know if he shaves his armpits.
Are you sorry, Aunt Jer, are you? Does your URL end in B5? Because I can check it. No such thing as. You've got. I'm just gonna go into this one.
Brian, you win the prize.
Oh man, yeah, no, that's probably true.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you missed. You look at the long diagonal. Remember? Sure. It means nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Which means that Ansher has won bingo. Congratulations to Ansher. You also
all right,
won bingo.
Ansher.
Fantastic. All right.
Do we need to refresh?
All right.
No.
You know what?
Ansher, I don't think refreshed when we did it.
Okay.
Maybe they did.
Let's see. What can we do for Angier? All right. Hey, someone. Angier actually has a TikTok, so we can actually do something for her. We'll take like 5 seconds out of. Hey Doc, I put it in our group chat.
Put.
Can
what
her.
In the group chat? I didn't know until you just said that.
I know. No.
I'm bad. Oh.
No. Yeah. Like, look at it now. I just put it in there.
I'm...
So we're gonna since she won something, we're gonna showcase for her. And
all right.
Can you?
Yeah, I'm pulling.
Do you see it? Cool.
Yeah, I do.
Because my thing is like yelling at me, so I'm afraid. I don't want to fuck up at Jer's.
We're not quite halfway through.
That's okay.
Shall we?
Jer deserves it. No,
right, so
we are.
I linked to Ansher's TikTok.
Okay, cool.
No, wait. We have to show it because she won.
Well,
we're taking a break to celebrate our bingo winner.
Oh, okay.
We got. Yeah, fantastic. Woo! All right. Is there a particular one that I should share?
No. Yeah, this. All right. Woo!
Fantastic.
All right. Congrats. All right. Now, remove that. And what are we going to do? We're going to go back to Roger. All right. Congrats, Andrew. Our bingo winner.
All right.
Not Roger, Ken.
Ken. Not John either.
What if we dug a hole in the middle of your yard? It's like, well, this is the field, which it is, right? It's literally a field. And the Greek word being kora. And we dug a hole. It's like, man, if you fall into this, you're going to trip and break your leg. And it's like, there's no dirt down there, and it just keeps going and going like a really big bottomless hole almost, right? Well, that's a different kind of field. That is the umbra kora. Let's use Greek words. Umbra kora. This is the kora, the field that you're walking on with the green grass and everything, the fluffy bunny rabbits. And this is the umbra kora. This is what humanity really has done since the beginning of time. We pigeonhole things. Gravity is not a field, it's an anti-field. It's the erasure of the after effect of a divergent magnetic field, which of course is space. But space has no properties.
We got
Tesla, which is extremely accurate.
Stop it.
A hole is definitely not a...
Stop it.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we doing now? Oh, diagonal.
We just got our second bingo on the stream square, we'll call it. This was my clever idea to get out of controlling the video. Oh, yeah, no, Beck, have you here? No, whoops, that's still the not the bingo link. That is Andrew's link, which also works, but you know. If you want to play a bingo square, you do that. and we've got so many bingo squares. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So we just finished bingo, so we're gonna clear it and we're gonna start again. And I honestly, we are less than halfway through the show. Not like our show.
Almost,
Right.
almost halfway. Almost
Almost.
halfway for
But-
Ken.
Yeah. So, and we've already won bingo twice. This is why. This is why we needed to have the handicap of when you win, you gotta clear it before you win again. But yeah, so
So we'll
I
give
can
people
also make a
time
new
to
bingo
re-up.
that's the other thing I could do.
Oh, wait a minute. Beck said he won. All right. I don't know. Beck, do you have anything going on? Because, like, you keep saying you're going to do more stuff, and then you never do. But let's see. What can I do for Beck? I have nothing.
Yeah, you're
Beck-
not wrong, Brian.
I have, like, and it's so funny because Beck is a content creator, or he was. And now he just,
Wins at bingo.
I don't know. When's it bingo? Yeah.
I think did Beck, did you actually win at bingo or no? I think Beck was just being like bingo, fantastic, exclamation point, because
okay.
Uh,
that's kind of how Beck rolls.
all right. I was gonna say, I was like, Beck, you know, I don't know. I think like almost everybody in here has something going on, but I don't know.
So are we
I'll find
going
something.
to roll with
If
Ken?
Beck wins it, yeah, we're gonna roll with Ken, and Beck wins bingo. We will find something to do for him.
All right.
All right, let's go.
The field modality. What is the field of gravity? We don't know. Or if you're an atomist, they will say, quantum explains gravity is the omission. They're literally saying that when two objects are accelerating towards one another, and they're actually not accelerating towards one another, they're accelerating towards this, right between both, that this is the emission. They say they're emitting negative momentum gluons. Well, you really do have to be psychotic and drunk to believe something that stupid. Oh, how dare you! This is perfect.
You need to be psychotic and drunk to think that quantum mechanics has anything to say about gravity of any substance at this point in time, because that's one of the biggest puzzles in physics.
Word.
I mean, there's tons of different theories. I mean, there's all sorts of different stuff. It's like Nima Arkani Ahmed has an idea. I mean, all sorts of people have ideas about this stuff, but it's not solved.
No.
So you're sitting there making shit up here, Mr. Man. What the hell's the matter with you?
By the way, because of how he just immediately got us to 4 in a row, I'm taking this as a cue that I've got to make a new bingo card instead, because otherwise I think we'll just win on this diagonal like 4 more times.
We're gonna have to start making this harder.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Professor of
this is
peer-reviewed
our new
professor.
But wait, Doc, can you Beck said he actually did do a bingo. So Beck does have a featured video on his channel, and I want to be fair to all of our bingo winners. Insofar as I'm able, can you go back into the group chat for me?
Yeah. You know, I have 3 monitors. You would think that would be enough, but it turns out you really need about 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. I usually have 3 going. Right now I'm not in my normal.
I got to get
place,
my other
but-
device all keyed up here so I can see what the hell's going on in chat. All right.
All right, so what I am currently pulling up is that, and here we
Guys, so I cannot hear a damn thing on my computer. I had this happen before a couple years ago, and I cannot remember where that setting is. It's in some weird ass funky place, and I wish Google quit messing with my shit because I'm pretty sure it's on my Google. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys showing up. We are going to
Appreciate
do it
you.
another day. We had some people get stuck at work and another one at a clinic and all kinds of shit anyway. So it's just ended up being a bad night all around. So I'm going to kill it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. You know, it means a lot to me.
Thank you
And
all.
I know, Ox. I know, baby. I love you guys to death. Maybe we'll jump over. You guys tell me where you're going to watch, and I'll come over with you. Maybe I can jump up there. We can talk somewhere else. But I got to figure out this issue I'm having. So I love you guys to death. Thank you for coming. It really does mean the world to me. And I'll see y'all soon. We'll do this again here soon. Okay.
Fantastic.
All right.
All right. Love you
Be
back.
back.
Oh, wait, where are we at? We are here.
Yeah.
Here we go. And take it away, Ken.
Professor of quantum physics, who wrote that?
Quantum
Who are
physics.
you fat bald tattooed guy? You're nobody at all. How could you refute him? Well, that's a that's a fallacy. That's a
No,
matter
it's
for another
not. You
discussion.
are fat and you
So
are
ultimately,
bald-headed.
we have force
That's
and motion,
completely
inertia and
true.
acceleration. Inertia and acceleration are not field-based; they're anti-field based. Here's several things that are one thing exactly. A hyperboloidal geometry, by the way, this hourglass shape is a hyperboloid. The hyperboloidal geometry of a point source mass in the case of a magnet, and everything is magnetic. Everything is either paramagnetic, diamagnetic, ferromagnetic. Doesn't make any difference. Everything is magnetoreactive. But in the case of a point source object, that being a magnet, which is qualitative, not quantitative, the hyperboloidal geometry of that mass is one thing, which is no different than a dendritic discharge. Lightning is a desaturation and dendritic discharge into counter space. So a dendritic discharge, a hyperboloidal geometry of a mass,
I
i.e. the
feel
vector of
I've
inertia and
had some
acceleration, that black
dendritic
hole you see on the
discharge.
supercell,
I'm
which I've uploaded over
thinking.
1,500 videos on the supercell. So-called magnetic attraction, which is not magnetism at all. Yeah, I have two magnets here, like polarity, they push apart. That's actual real force. Over here, we turn them around north-south or south-north. They're accelerating towards one another. So, well, since they're magnets and they're accelerating,
Jesus Christ.
the conclusion is that force is magnetic attraction. But there is no such thing as magnetic attraction. But that
There's no such
crazy
thing as
idea in
magnetic
the minds
attraction.
of unevolved and intellectually inferior humans has existed for thousands. They're magnets and are accelerating, therefore it's magnetic attraction. No, that's absolutely not the case. That is the exact same thing. Same thing as gravity. The smaller the space, the higher the capacitance. Force is always, of course, the dissipation of energy. Remember
Force
the
is
ferrocell
always
hole
what?
right in the middle? So all these things are exactly the same thing. The hyperbola jump.
Wait, hold up.
Force
Can
is
you?
always the attraction or dissipation of energy.
Oh, I thought he said magnetic energy.
Right? Yeah, probably. So Beck, I don't actually have the botching magnetism 3 times. It's definitely been twice since we last refreshed this, which, let's remind ourselves, I believe was like 90 seconds ago. Right?
Yeah.
And like the self-contradiction 5 times in one breath, there's a reason it's a factor of 5 to make this not totally immediately free, and I'm pretty sure I should probably already get it.
Oh my god. Alright, let's go.
Geometry of a mass, as seen on the supercell, dendritic discharge, such as lightning discharge.
That's not what that
Dielectricity
means.
actually takes 2 forms. If it's a mass desaturation, its geometry is dendritic. And what's beautiful.
Actually, it could have been worse.
But now, I've always understood dendrology to be the study of trees. So is this guy basically saying, look at the trees? Or or is dendritic discharge something that the trees do when they have a sock handy or something? I mean,
No, so it's actually I don't think he's totally out of left field necessarily on that one. I mean, bringing it up.
well,
yeah,
of course he's not out of left field. There are no fields.
That's true. It's out of anti-field. But
Stupid.
no, so dendrites, one, they're like the part of a nerve, but they're also you know how you'll have like those weird lightning-like patterns in rocks and shit sometimes. Those are called dendrites, and they do look like
Because
lightning.
of their tree-like appearance.
Yeah,
Dendrology is literally the study of trees.
yeah, but that
Yeah,
doesn't mean, but he's talking about I'm doing my best to shill for our man Ken here, okay? And you and your logic, I'm not about it, Steph.
I know.
It's too reasonable.
I'm having a dendritic right now. I'm having a terrible dendritic. I don't know. I'm having an avian dendritic. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Well, I gotta.
I was thinking-
I forgot.
I was thinking Four Corners was going to be harder, but like we did that first.
Oh yeah, we're just done.
We blew right past that.
Yeah,
right.
it's just there. As soon as he makes as soon as he mentions an ancient language.
Oh yeah,
I guess
holy shit.
so. I have friends who yell at me about classifying like Greek as ancient and not as classical. Like apparently those are different, but I don't know what any of that means.
Well, I mean, there's
I did not count Latin when he brought up Newton. I did not count that because
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm not that young.
Yeah, no.
Well, let's see what he gets up to.
All
And
right, let's
amazing
go.
about dendritic, i.e. dielectric or electrostatic discharges, is they're actually following the path of least resistance for discharge into counter space, i.e. the shortest path with the lowest pressure mediation of anti-Cartesian value, i.e. inertia itself. Well, when we say ether, people say, what's the ether? What's it made of? What was made of anything would be ether by definition. But the correct definition of ether is the original denotation of the term inertia. Absolute maximum capacitance with no dissipation of energy. There's no parasitic draw on it. So the torus, i.e. the magnetic field, literally the geometry of force and motion. Center of a torus, there is no torus, there's just that hole. What does that tell you about magnetism? Well, it tells you magnetism using apophotic retroductive logic will tell you that magnetism is the byproduct of something else. And it is. It's the dielectric field and discharge. Light circuit rebounding against nothing. Coaxial circuit. Well, that tells you everything you need to know about light. Almost everything. Gravity are not objects accelerate. And it's correct observation, but incorrect conclusion. It's the same stupidity of current humanity that thinks, well, these two are magnets, they're accelerating towards one another, therefore that's magnetic attraction, because they're magnets. You got two objects accelerating in space or accelerating towards one another. So, well, how do you know that? Well, because I'm looking at it. Look at that. They're both going right towards each other. Gravity is an acceleration, but it's not the mutual acceleration of either object toward one another. And you can see this, and I have countless videos of it underneath the supercell. When the magnets are accelerating, they're not accelerating towards one another, rather towards a null pressure point between both. There's the same null pressure point between both of two magnets mutually accelerating as there is the black hole on either side, seen underneath the supercell of what you're looking at basically is this end of the hyperboloid versus this end of the hyperboloid. They're accelerating towards here. Now you can see these are spatial
This end
lobes,
of the
right?
bagel,
Got a lobe over
this
here
end
and a
of the
lobe over
bagel.
here, and here we got nothing. In the case of this, there's a little hole there that the sand falls through, but you're taking
Oh,
it
for
too
fuck's
far.
sake.
True hyperboloid, it would be called a two-plane hyperboloid, meaning there's separate lobes that actually null out at zero. But it's not zero, it's the absence of mass and magnitude, or what humans call dimensionality.
What? Wait, okay, stop,
There's no such thing-
stop. I can't. Like,
Yeah,
wait. like my brain, it's just a little brain. God. I, what did he just say?
Nothing. He said nothing. Okay. I wrote it on the
Say
board.
what
in
humans
multiple
call as
colors.
dimension. I don't know.
I was like, wait, I didn't catch all of that. Like the
We need
board.
to go back a little bit.
We need to go back to the board because like I didn't catch everything that Wheeler said. Oh yeah.
All right.
It was
Towards here. Now
nothing.
you can see these are spatial lobes, right? You got a lobe over here and a lobe over here, and here we got nothing. In the case of this, there's a little hole there that the sand falls through, but you're taking it too far. A true hyperboloid, it would be called a two-plane hyperboloid, meaning there's separate lobes that actually null out at zero. But it's not zero, it's the absence of mass and magnitude, or what humans call dimensionality.
Is that what humans call dimensionality though?
That's
No,
what he
it's
said.
absence.
I can't make heads or tails of it, except that this is the back of the bagel and this is the front of the bagel. Or
So
this is the back of the bagel and this is, and if you'll give me a minute, I'll toast the bagel, put cream cheese on it and some salmon. And that'd be what humans call a bagel with lox and cream cheese.
Oh man.
All right, so when I Google dimensionality, it does not say the absence of mass and magnitude. And in factor analysis and principal components analysis, is important to assess the dimensionality of a set of items on a scale in order to form cohesive subscales that each describe a similar set of items, or the number of dimensions applied in measuring a construct is
I
guess
didn't
the
even
short
understand
version.
what that meant. It's
Okay.
not actually.
Now, dimension. Noun. The number of dimensionality. Noun. The number of dimensions applied in measuring a construct. Which, sure, but I'm not seeing anything here about like the absence of mass and bullshit and random fuckery.
Yeah.
Random fuckery. I've seen plenty of that. I don't.
This band has, how many do we have? We should, I don't like our audience very much. We should link the video we're responding to in the description of the video, so to enable them to hurt themselves in that way. Because as I said, I don't like our audience very much. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah, sure. Noun.
Okay.
There's no such thing as magnetic attraction, and no two or more objects in space are accelerating towards one another. There is actually electrostatic torsion, the discharge of which of the mass is no different than the desaturation of electrostatic discharge in the case of lightning. You actually see lightning, and people think, well, it's cloud to ground strikes, it's striking from here to here. Now, I know that's what they see, human beings. But what's happening is a desaturation of the charge that's actually built up in the sky, and it's discharging into counter space. Even if you were to incorrectly think it was a discharge into the ground, a ground is nothing other than an electrical term to refer to counter space. Everything tries to ground itself. What that means is all
Everything
torsion
tries
or
to ground
tension, which is what
itself.
dielectricity is a discharge into counter space.
He's grinding me.
More
into-
accurately, however, is a discharge
Is this the
as
whole goddamn
counter
card?
space, i.e. as the
Yeah,
ether.
no, hold on.
In other
pause
words,
it.
the complete
We don't have a bingo. If he brings up the hairy armpit chick again, which he might, it comes up more than once if I recall.
It
Oh
does.
God.
After that, it will be impossible for us to get another square on this card without getting bingo. If we get this one will not give us bingo, but after that, any square that we get will give us bingo. So our luck has been phenomenally bad. Yeah, testicular torsion isn't something you want to mess with.
Just saying.
Especially if it involves lightning strikes.
Word. sounds
complete
awful.
elimination of the dissipation of its own energy matrix, which is then inertial. So,
He's giving it a
technically,
great deal of
gravity
thought.
is not a field. It's an anti-field. There's only one dimension. There's only one field modality. That's the field modality of force. What about that other force? I mean, it's not a
What
force
does
at
that
all.
mean?
Dielectricity. It says the conjugate geometry of the universe. It is. Magnetism's the dielectric field, so that's since day one. But the increasing inertia and acceleration, i.e. centripetal convergence, is not a field, it's an anti-field. So we have spatial and we have anti-spatial, i.e. we have inertial and we have force. Centrifugal force and motion, inertia and acceleration towards counter space, which is of course centripetal. Technically, there's only one dimension. Technically, there's only
Centripetal?
one field. Wow, that hairy armpit chick called Mother Nature gets a lot more simple, doesn't she?
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right.
Doesn't she? See, like
Wait,
this, you can
wait.
explain the entirety of the universe
Stop.
to a
Stop, buddy.
5-year-old. Maybe not a 5-year-old.
Alright,
If in
is
Europe,
that-
it would be a 5.
Stunning.
Did we do it? Is that the bingo?
No, it's the anti-bingo to describe it in Ken Wheeler's words. This was the only square that we were able to win that would not give us bingo.
Wow.
Or actually, no, we also could have gotten Nikola Tesla. But either of those, now any other square we get is bingo, and several of them are multiple bingos. Like Einstein was wrong, analogies nobody asked for, and random ancient languages are all going to be multiple bingos. I'm hoping for Nikola Tesla, though. I think we're doing Nikola Tesla reference.
We'll see.
5-year-old to an American, it might be a 10-year-old. I'm not picking on Americans. Discharge and gravity, of course, are anti-dimensional. To say something, well, the energy was grounded. So you're saying it was grounded as inertia, it was grounded in counter space. Ground is just another fancy way. Of course, counter space is a freaky word. It's kind of ridiculous. What do you mean counter space? I don't
Clear the
understand it.
decks.
Well, we have to first understand and explain to you the conjugate geometry of the universe. Force and motion, inertia and acceleration.
I think this guy needs a lot more conjugate geometry. He can't get his dick out of his mouth.
The torus and the hyperboloid. Negative image of a torus, the hyperboloid. Negative image of a hyperboloid is a torus. Take you about a half an hour to explain that. Better to use demonstrations. Yeah? Visual demonstrations. Humans are really visual. The sharper you are, however, the fewer visuals you need. Isn't it interesting how that
Wow.
works? If you got a really sharp
Really?
mind, you can visualize it. You don't need little models. Like, look at this, Johnny. Here's a little model of a
Yeah.
hyperboloid.
He has a fake fireplace sitting
Technically,
next to
there's
him.
only
Are you
one dimension.
fucking kidding me?
Discharge and gravity are anti-dimensional once again. Nature, once again, follows Occam's razor, and Mother Nature is that Luddite, anti-intellectual. She only works off force and motion, inertia and acceleration, which is no different than saying pressure mediation. Hairy armpit chick with a hemp skirt and muddy feet. Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, so I'm Maya, right? And I have to, like, I can't let go of the misogyny anymore. Like,
No.
this is really bad. I'm really offended, because I'm one of those woke libs and shit. That he is choosing to anthropomorphize Mother Nature because he doesn't like science. So to like, what do you call it? I'm sorry, my brain's
Hey,
just like
Eric.
mush right now. In an effort to like shit on science, he's turned it into a woman.
If you're gonna shit on science, might as well be a chick
Right.
with
because
muddy
fuck those
feet and
bitches.
and hairy armpits.
And
Right.
a hemp skirt, which, for the record,
Oh my
gives
God.
us bingo on the diagonal.
Holy
Wait,
shit.
We won bingo that last round. For the third time, by the way, we won bingo on hemp skirt. So
Who got it?
This
And
is an
misogyny.
evening that I don't think any
Always.
of us could have predicted.
misogyny for the win. You know, the third one. Did anybody get a bingo? Because, like, goddamn, I would love to kind of, like,
Well,
I
we
don't
got
know.
a
I need a
bingo.
palate. I need a goddamn palate cleanser. Holy
So we
shit.
got a bingo.
Who is the
but
bingo? Oh, we did. We don't
did.
count. Well, yeah, no, like, okay. Yeah, but, like, oh, for fuck's sake. Hi, Stephanie.
We got the feather.
We
Oh yeah,
do.
you twist
We,
that feather.
yeah. Yeah.
Bingo.
Okay, more.
But
Isn't
no,
it wonderful?
please,
You don't need a
somebody,
PhD of
tell
professor
somebody.
of physics who gets it wrong. Those are the people who literally said, gravity is the emission of negative momentum gluons. On the level.
Who says
It's
that?
crazy talk.
Nobody says
Not me
that.
saying that. That is them saying it.
Who?
The electricity.
Who says that? Negative momentum gluons? What are you talking about, you fucking idiot?
Do any of those things, is that even a
It's
thing?
not, it's like, what?
So like, I mean, so you can have momentum go in an opposite direction, which is a coherent way of interpreting negative momentum. And gluons can presumably have momentum. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe that's like a vague thing. But no. Ken Wheeler's an idiot. Ken Wheeler's
But
an
what's he
idiot.
got to do with gravity? I mean,
Oh, that, yeah, no. He's just straight up
No.
pointed on that one. And this is a man
he
who,
said
who
gravity is the something of negative momentum gluons.
absolutely ridiculous. Completely
That's insane.
stupid.
It's got
Just
nothing. Gluons
absolute
and
madness.
gravity got nothing to do with each other.
Absolute madness.
Hey, all right.
Yes.
What do you call it?
Are we rolling again?
No.
Yep.
I need no.
City
I
is
need. I
dendritic.
need.
In the case.
God. What do I need? I need a palate cleanser. Here. I am just picking random shit out of the ether.
You know what you get?
Oh, here, play. Nitty didn't win bingo, but he's going to win all of our hearts. I need a goddamn
There we
palate
go.
cleanser. It's my channel. We're doing a palate cleanser.
Am I pull
Nice.
something up? All right.
Yeah. And
So who lives in your house?
Puppy. Yeah, Poochie Ball.
oh, whoops.
Spartacus.
Spartacus. Yes.
Why did you name it that?
Because it is such a awesome name.
No, it's a funny name.
It's a party name.
Cause it's close. But we still get to that. Spartacus.
That's adorable.
So who lives in your house?
Puppy. Yeah, Poochie Ball.
What's Poop Emoji's name?
Spartacus.
I mean,
Spartacus.
Spartacus is totally the name of the super
Why
emoji.
did you name it that?
Because it is such a awesome name.
No, it's a funny name.
It's a party name.
Cause it's close. But we still get to that. Spartacus.
Beautiful.
That is. Nitty,
That is.
thank you for letting me, like, chill out your little kid. I needed that palate cleanser. It's like, oh my
Spartacus.
God.
Spartacus
Yeah.
wins the evening. That's for sure.
I mean-
and in case those of you who are unfamiliar with my real life, I race on a boat that is
Stephanie
named
actually does do that.
Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo, because the boat's a piece of shit, and the owner is an allergist. So there you go.
Hey,
Let's
as good
roll
as
it.
we're- Let's go.
Case of an object, it is hyperboloidal. But dendritic
Hyperboloidal.
discharge, which is a grounding, is no different than the hyperboloidal geometry of a mass. Say this piece of clear lucite were a
Guy needs some preparation H. That's all I can say.
magnet, like a big fat bar magnet. Then, of course, this interior
I'm
hyperboloid
sharing the
would
new
be
bingo
thence the
square, by the way.
geometry of the discharge towards counter space, which would culminate right here. And right around the periphery would be the plane of inertia. Makes it simple. Simple conjugate geometry, the yin and the yang of the entire universe. Quite literally. Counterspatial, ether, stress, or strain, as in the case of dielectricity. Lightning discharge, desaturation into counter space.
Does he write this stuff?
Even Eric Dollard's.
All right, so I'm sharing the new bingo card, and I interrupted because you
God damn!
know, yeah, it's
Shit.
like and look at it. Okay, he started off with mocking experts. Counter space has been like 5 of the last 10 words, and hyperboidal geometry was like less than 30 seconds ago. So I'm not making this up. This is what I said. I was like, listen, this guy.
Well, we've got a little over 2 minutes to go. Let's see if we can get another bingo out of this guy.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if we could not. All right, let's go.
Says this, only super slightly different. He's right. Explaining the coaxial toroidal rarefaction compression circuit of light then becomes simple. Have you ever asked yourself why this fundamental geometry of magnetism, which is toroidal, this
Do we have something? I see.
We had Taurus.
Okay.
I don't have magnetism on this bingo card
Okay.
again.
All right, so yeah.
center of which is
Let's see what
nothing?
happens.
Yeah, the hole on the torus, or the the toroidal field, there's nothing there. The vector of acceleration of gravity is not towards two objects or more objects towards each other. And you can literally see this underneath the supercell. I have countless videos showing it, or
The
the
supercell!
acceleration towards right here.
We got it.
Hmm?
Look,
Oh, supercell!
Oh my
Supercell got
fucking
a bingo.
word!
right?
Wow!
All right, so that we've got.
We got. Hold on.
Just
let me
don't-
pull up. Don't start it until I have the new one ready, because literally every second. Where's the video? There we go. I should do that instead, so that Maya doesn't have to reshare me. Just
What am I resharing?
So we
well,
have
now the
a
new,
minute.
The new thing, because I closed it instead of making the new window and then switching, that which would have
alright.
saved you work. So
We have a
Okay.
minute and what? A minute and 9 seconds left now.
yeah,
Hey, wait a minute. Okay, so wait. We hit a
should do a
bingo.
poll.
I need a, and since nobody in the chat is admitting to bingo, or I guess they just gave up, Titan has been so nice
somebody
as
actually,
to provide a.
No. we
Did
haven't
somebody hit a bingo? Somebody,
Wait,
well,
that might have been. Does somebody have a bingo card that ends in 2D7, the URL? Because that person is a bingo, but that might have been us before. I can't remember anymore. I actually have forgotten how many bingos this is. It's at least 4.
4. Yeah, I think this is the 4th bingo. But
That's
Titan
stunning.
put a palette cleanser in the thing. I forgot to check how long
Alright.
this was.
2 minutes.
Jesus, Beck,
Okay.
I hope you're not referring to Titan Uranus. I mean,
I am cow, hear me moo. I weigh twice as much as you, and I look good on the barbecue. Yogurt, curd, cream, cheese, and butters made from liquid from my udders. I am cow, hear me moo. I am cow eating grass. and I am living everywhere. From BC to Newfoundland, you can squeeze my teats by hand. I am cow, I am cow, I am cow. I am cow, I am cow, I am cow.
A lovely amen cadence. That is really great. Very nice.
10
So
out of
clap,
10.
Titan. All right, no more bingos. We're done today.
You never know.
Let's finish this out.
You can see a little hole forming right here between the two objects. That is where space is erased. Space has no properties. It's the after effect of the divergent magnetic field. It is literally impedancy. What's the inversion of impedancy? Isn't that pure potential?
What?
Wait a minute. I got to hear that again.
That was at least 2 non sequiturs in that sentence. It may have
How
been-
tired am I?
You can see a
What the
little
hell just
hole
happened?
forming right here between the two
Little
objects.
hole.
That is where space is erased.
Space is
Space
erased.
has no properties. It's the after effect of a divergent magnetic field. It is literally impedancy. What's the inversion of impedancy? Isn't that pure
That's
potential?
3 non sequiturs.
Well,
in
that's
one
no
sentence.
different than saying inertia itself.
The inversion of impedancy is pure potential. Wow.
Right? It
Wow, it's like a game of how many wrong things can I shove in between
it's astonishing.
the subject and the period. Like, holy fuck.
You know, if he's a Poe, then he's a master. Like, transcendental master of the art. Because this
Indeed.
is impressive.
I wonder if he could get Jordan B. Peterson to repeat that line.
Of impedancy. Isn't that pure potential? Well, that's
Isn't it pure potential?
What's the inversion of impedancy? Isn't that pure potential? Something
I don't know
JBP would
what-
say.
Yeah. Oh man, he shouldn't talk about his own, medical conditions so cavalierly, though.
Well,
it's no different than saying inertia itself. Absolute pure potential with no parasitic discharge upon it.
Oh, I don't have it on this one. I do.
Wait a
Okay, you
minute.
cannot tell me he's not a Poe. Are you
You
serious to
wait
believe
just
it?
a cotton picking minute.
Oh my god, Poe for the win.
Hey, Maya,
Sir.
I'm sharing a bingo square. We're doing it.
I don't know. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Come on.
It's got
We got 30 more minutes in our show this evening, Maya. Or are we breaking you?
Hey, whoa.
Whoa!
we broke Maya.
My camera was like, fuck that.
Literally.
Yeah, fuck this shit. I'm out. Camera's like, not gonna do it.
That was a bingo square that I think Stephanie may have seen me delete earlier. Maybe not. I had one of the panelists it can't deal with it anymore, just has to quit.
No, we might stop this in an hour and a half. I may do like a, what do you call it? I may do a short open stream if anybody's interested. Or we may go to Stephanie's because apparently that's like where the hangout is. Stephanie keeps all the cool kids on her channel, like Titan Uranus and
Yeah,
Holy
we got Titan to crawl out of his shell.
Really?
no,
I
he was
missed it.
talking. Oh my god! Actually, I was gonna wonder if you would let me mirror that on my channel because I was just like Titan was
Oh,
just
yeah,
this little
absolutely.
chatter. It's a fucking little chatterbox. I'm like, I've never heard him talk that much in my life. Apparently, just give him a mic and hook him up to Stephanie's chat, and he doesn't know how to shut the fuck up.
Titan, were you drinking?
All right, so we've got what do we got? We got a little over a minute to go here.
All right, let's go.
That would be like a perfect battery. Batteries normally dissipate at certain rates depending on the type of battery, but it's literally the definition of a perfect battery. The homeostasis of absolute charge. Geez, that makes it really simple.
The homeostasis of absolute
Simple.
charge.
Space being impedancy, space being the after effect of a divergent magnetic field. What's the negative image absolute of impedancy? Pure impedancy, energy impedancy. Because pure energy impedancy
This is definitely
is
Jordan
the
Peterson
manifestation of force.
territory.
And the after effect of force is
Make your bed!
therefore increasing inertia and acceleration, which is the opposite of centrifugal force, is the opposite of energy impedancy, which is pure absolute potential, which is no different than saying capacitance, pure capacitance, or saying the ether itself, or saying counter space, or saying ground. I hope you like this video. If you ever want to contact me, my
come on,
information
keep going.
is in the description below, including a definition, list of terms, which I keep telling people is there. Any donations always warmly welcome. Also, too, in the description. I read every comment. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Lux Veritas.
So close.
So close.
I mean, not that close. We only had 3 on anything, but still.
All right. Well, Beck actually did get a bingo. So.
Nailed it! Wait. You're,
Oh, wait a minute. That was funny.
In the description. I read every comment. Hope you have a wonderful
he sounds better when he
weekend.
sounds drunk.
Lux Veritas.
Oh, hey, hold on. I mean, it doesn't give us bingo, but that was right at the end.
Lux
that was,
et veritas.
Is that what? Oh, wait, is that Latin? Because if it's Latin, that doesn't count.
Yeah, lux et veritas. Light and
Yeah.
truth.
I mean, it could be Greek. I don't know anything about it.
No, it's lux et veritas, light and truth.
Well-
and I saw neither in this entire story.
Stephanie, you know, why you have to be so, like, thoroughly educated on all of the random background knowledge of, like, the world? Just generically, you're like that person that I could go and be like, do you know about this, like, thing? And if you don't know, then, like, I'm like, all right, well, I don't feel at all bad.
I don't know shit.
No, you do
No,
know.
Eric, that's not a lathe. That's what he uses to polish his head.
Oh, hey, Doc. I put
it's
it when I did.
bumpering.
Doc,
Hold
I
on.
put one of Beck's sneeze in the group chat.
We'll
can
do
you-
this again. We've got to
I do.
see him out
I
here.
see it. I got it.
Okay, we do have to see him out, and that's fine. And then,
Yeah. All right, hold on.
wait,
Was it this?
Doc, don't play it yet.
Did you get that? Nailed it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. All right, so we'll remove this,
Man.
and then go to
Mysteries
here,
of Gravity Explained.
and then
Hey,
since Beck.
TikTok, what's up? Just left. I just left the courthouse. Saw the judge. He has approved my name change. I am walking on cloud 9 right now. So I just wanted to update you guys. I'm so excited. I want a high five from somebody. So give me a virtual high five. And I hope everybody's having an amazing fucking day like I am.
Woo!
See you soon, TikTok.
Hell yeah.
Hey, TikTok, what's
All
up?
right,
Just left.
so we are so happy for Beck, and Beck won 2 bingos tonight. Way to go! And then I don't know. I'm Discord impaired apparently. So do you see the thing for skeptics and scoundrels at the bottom there? Do you know how to reach out to people? Anybody?
I can.
Okay. If you can try to get him to send you whatever's link.
Yeah, DM me on
'Cause I
Twitter.
don't know.
Eric.
You can also, or
I don't know how to like add a friend because like whenever I put in a search for friend, it's just like I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
on Discord?
Yeah.
Or on Twitter.
Okay, in the Discord at the very bottom it says skeptics and scoundrels.
Oh,
And so, but when I put in
Oh,
like
Okay,
contact
yeah,
friend.
sorry.
It's
You
just
just-
like,
I put all that together. I needed to put all
oh,
that together.
yeah.
So, well, they also are updating that in like the last, like I apparently have updated my handle, so now it's just Tapioca Weasel,
Hmm.
you know, as per usual,
Hmm.
on Discord, and it doesn't have the like hash thing after it anymore. But
You know, it's easier.
I did that literally either this morning or yesterday.
All right.
And it said,
You know, I'm just gonna
success,
make
my friend
Skeptics and
request was sent.
Scoundrels a
So,
mod.
there we go.
So
Oh my
Skeptics
God.
and Scoundrel, just put your link in the chat here,
Yeah.
and we'll just play it there because it's gonna be so
That
much
works.
easier than me trying to figure out whatever Discord's doing today with their thing.
I was able to get in friend them on Discord.
Yeah. So either way,
And,
and
yo,
so we
they-
should probably do like a, I don't know. I
You
should
know,
probably
yeah,
be in his
before that.
Discord anyway, because Skeptics and Scoundrels does a lot of shit, and
Yeah.
he's growing actually really quick. I'm
By
proud
the
of him.
leaps
So.
and bounds.
It's fantastic.
Did
Yeah,
a wonderful
Yeah.
job on the Sunday show with Mr. Dillahunty. It's
Mhm.
very, 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 very good. Earlier
Yeah, I
today.
did see that. That was kind of amazing. And I don't know. Is anybody up for like an open hang for an hour, or I don't know,
They can do that.
whether it's mine or Stephanie's channel, whatever's going on.
I don't know. Whatever you
Oh,
want.
wow.
I'm down for, chilling.
Okay. How's a puppy?
I-
Can you open that? I don't know if I can. I don't know what I'm doing.
Open what?
Links in the
I-
from the chat.
I can do. I think.
I do not have that particular tab open.
I mean, no.
Actually,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, you don't have the chat tab. All right. I will
I do now.
put up.
I can probably do. Hold on. Who's got to get?
What am I
Professional
sharing? There's like
streamers.
several links in the tab though.
Yeah, start opening them.
Oh man. Let's get out of this thing.
All right.
We got an adorable little doggo here. I don't know why it's looking like that. There you go. Is that a corgi? I don't know anything about dogs, so like don't at me.
Oops. All right. So yeah, he said it's a palate cleanser. So
Yeah. It is that.
yeah, it's one of his corgis. Adorable. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful puppy. What's puppy's name? All right, so all right, Doc. Who are you? Where are you? And what do you have coming up this week?
I am Dr. Tapioca Weasel, also known as Michael Vandergraff. I don't know if I have anything coming up this week. I have sent the footage that I mentioned last week to Mike Granato, so he'll probably edit something together, and you will see me in some form on some video at some point that I will chill at that time.
Woohoo! All right, exciting. Steph, who are you? Where are you? And what do you have coming up this week?
I'm Stephanie Helms, and I'm a sailmaker and a sailor, and I'll be sailing and sailmaking this week, for the most part. That's pretty much my drill right at the moment.
All right. Any streams coming up this week, other than the one
know.
I'm about
I
to
might
force
throw
you
something.
into?
Yeah, I might throw something in there. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. So party at your place after this?
You want to?
Yeah, sure. I'm up for it. I'll be
Alright.
up for another hour at least. So let's go do
Alright.
it.
I guess
All
I
right.
guess I
So
better,
The sun
do
is
that
still up
thing.
here, so
the what?
the sun is still up.
The sun is still up.
It may have just set. But
see.
it's beautiful outside right now.
Indeed, indeed.
If I went up on a mountain, I would expect to see the sun on the horizon. But it's definitely blocked right now because of the local geography.
All right. So I'm chilling out Steph here. Party at Steph's house. We're gonna be
Let's do
doing
it.
that right after this.
I guess I'd better, just sort of create.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd
You
say-
can do it. You create with the best of them.
You can go. I
Oh, wait a
do it
minute.
really easy.
Beck,
What
are you
just
going to do a
mentioned
stream
right
that's
there. Yeah.
Beck? Are you going to do a stream that's not going to shut down 2 minutes into recording?
I
No,
could
Beck.
do it.
You know that you've always been a beloved streamer. I think Beck has like 3 times as many people subs as I do. So would love to see him streaming again. And if nothing else, jumping into our open.
I can't tell if that was planned or not.
I see it.
Create broadcast. There we go. Creating broadcast. Woohoo!